There's a quote that I love by Albert Einstein that says, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it's stupid." Dr. Gardner, in 1983, he was a professor at Harvard University, suggested that the traditional notion of intelligence is not based on IQ, and it's far too limiting. Instead, he suggested that there's multiple intelligences for children and adults. Okay, and this list that we have here can also serve as a way to lesson plan your classes. Like when you're teaching material or content and you really want kids to get it, ask yourself, am I teaching in such a way that is speaking to different intelligences? For instance, using linguistics, word smart, mathematical intelligence, number and reasoning smart, spatial intelligence, picture smart, body kinesthetic intelligence, body smart, music intelligence, music smart, interpersonal intelligence, people smart, intrapersonal intelligence, self smart, and now naturalist intelligence, nature smart. So there's so many elements of the way we learn. And some children, if you're doing an activity, for instance, may learn by watching. And you might want them to write it down or do it with their hands. But I just want to encourage all of us as teachers, when we watch kids kind of process, how are they processing? And it might be that they're an observer and they're processing through watching. So they're still learning by watching. So when I guide kids in a mindful practice, if they're not participating the way maybe I'm guiding them to, because for me, I'm body smart. I need to use my body to move and to get it. I'm reminded that, oh, just because they're not doing it doesn't mean they're not learning. So just take a moment and get your pen or your iPad, or maybe you're an observer and a listener, and reflect on your learning style. Look at this list. How and what ways do you learn best? Kind of just think about that for a moment. We all have these intelligences. It's just that some speak and resonate and are more natural to us. So there's a clip that you'll be watching of children having the opportunity to discover their multiple intelligence. I have a script in your manual. You can read it verbatim. But the exercise is the writer, the observer, and the artist. And I guide the class through a meditation, a visualization, and invite them to choose, to draw, to write, or to just listen. And it's really fascinating to see their eyes light up and to have the opportunity to, one, choose their modality of what they want. And then as a teacher, noticing what they choose can give us clues on how to teach and what elements to bring into our classes so they're really, really getting it. So that you'll see these children in real time processing together. You have a script here, and then at the end of it, you could, if you have time, this does take a little bit of time, to break up your kids in groups. So say you have a listener, observer, a writer, and an artist. And after they're done, working their own intelligence, you can group them together. And so the observer can tell the artist what they saw in their mind, and the writer. And then they can draw it and write it for the observer. So it's an opportunity for everyone to see their own genius, their own uniqueness, and support each other in this exercise.
You're going to bring your hands to your heart. So every person learns differently. And what I just discovered from you is that some learn through writing. Who's the writer in here? Some learn through listening. Who's the listener in here? And some learn through drawing, art. Some people learn through numbers. Some people learn best with music. Some people learn with nature. So it's called intelligence. Everyone is smart in their own way. So Albert Einstein, one of the most brilliant people that has ever lived on the planet, said everybody has their own genius. Everyone has their own intelligence. Right now, I just discovered your intelligence by just asking you a very simple question. And now you know for yourself, you're like, oh, I am art smart. I am word smart. I am listening smart. So everyone has their own way. Is it right or wrong? No, just different. That's what makes the world go round, right? Okay, so I'm going to guide you through an exercise. You're going to close your eyes for a moment, and we're going to go right into just soft breathing. I want you to picture in your mind your favorite place. It could be anywhere that you like to be. In this favorite place of yours, what do you see? I want you to stay in this special place in your mind and either write about it or draw it or just stay with your eyes closed and enjoy that place. So you can pick up your pencil if you're an artist, if you're a writer. I'm going to give you about 3 minutes of just quiet, and you can draw or write your special place.
In my mind, there is a plate of shrimp and mussels, and there is my dog sitting with me and my 2 other dogs playing, and I was sitting with my family under an umbrella at the beach. It smelled like the beach and the food we were eating, and I felt a towel under. I went to a really cool place, Texas. It's called Peter Piper Pizza.